Mr. Ben Winston's just said, Jew, not Jew.
Well, I was going to say the story.
No, I didn't mean like Jew as in like
No,
Jewish, but he is Jewish.
No,
so
but there's a thing where Michael McIntyre was going on about
his son
saying,
yes,
no
yes,
Jews,
yes.
no Jews. And he's
Mr. Ben Winston. I want to speak to Ben Winston. How do we speak to Ben Winston on the live? I'm going to invite you.
Get on.
Yeah, get on, Mr. Ben Winston. I heard you guys are all back in your garage right now anyway. So I know you're not busy. Staying at home in your dad's garage. Mr. Ben Winston! Yay! Mr. Ben Winston.
What are you talking about Jews for? What have we ever done to you?
No, I was saying Jew or Jew as in like, I thought might be a J or a D, but I wasn't. You know, I'm from Wolverhampton. We don't speak properly sometimes.
What is you? I have to say, as an Orthodox Jew myself, looking at you right now, have you suddenly like left music and become a rabbi? What? What's going on?
I've had. That's the first time I've had rabbi. I've had a rabbi. I look like an apostle the other day. Somebody said, which I thought was quite nice. I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. I think it makes me look friendly, approachable. You know.
Wait, Payno, you can do no wrong in my eyes. You can do no.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm sat alone in my office, and
you've got a wonderful office, though. That must be said. But you've worked very hard for it. So,
scented office.
Should I show you my favourite thing in my office?
Oh, hang on. Here we go.
The favourite thing in my office. My favourite thing in my office is this.
Ah, the 50 million plaque. The 50 million plaque. Sorry, just come and have a sit next to the 50 million plaque if you could, please.
The 1D days. Nothing will ever beat the 1D days, Payno. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what I watched the other day, which was fantastic rewatch for me? Now, I was a little bit drunk at the time, but I think it made it twice as enjoyable. We're in this surround sound thing that we've got in the house, right? And we're sitting there. I can't hide the profits forever. And we were sitting there, and I was turned on the San Siro gig. And it was the most amazing thing, sitting, rewatching a San Siro gig. But then I had this really weird out-of-body experience, and we were on the B stage, and I was watching on the screen, and one of the songs ended, and I closed my eyes, stood in the middle of these speakers with it on full blast, and it was like being back at the gig, and I could hear Niall talking on the left and Harry on the right. It was phenomenal. I loved it.
I'll never forget that night. That night at the San Siro was one of the most unbelievable nights. It was like
so good.
Being a football fan as well, you sort of grew up thinking the San Siro is almost like the home of football. And then to go with you boys and film it that night with Paul Dugdale and all of our team, it was just...
It was unbelievable. It was so good. It was so good, and it was amazing. There's bits of it I hadn't seen before. Like there's interviews that come on afterwards, and then there was a whole thing about us making the show, which was amazing. And it was actually next to the MOD base that me and Louis broke into the next day at Cardington. Do you remember that?
I don't remember, and I didn't mention about how we made it.
There was like a little bit on the after credits of like us dancing on the stage. We remember Paul, who did all of our choreography, and Helena was there. Yeah, and they were showing us all about how we were making the show in Cardington, and I turned up in a helicopter, which I just thought was absolutely hilarious.
Oh, I remember that with the explosions, and you're all sitting there, and everything was. We're like, ah.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, that fireworks display afterwards. And then the one thing they did in the middle of the San Siro as well was they did the big cards of the We Love 1D Italy.
And I never told you that was going to happen.
No.
We knew it was going to happen because we had worked with the fans group there. The fans group was just unbelievable. They had been there for like 3 days laying it out. And I was like, oh, what's it going to look like? And they were like, it's going to look amazing. And it really did.
I've got to show you. You haven't, honestly. It's unbelievable.
But that was the way, all of your fans, the whole way through it was always like every gig that you ever did around Europe, America, everywhere. It was like they always did something unbelievable that we just never could have expected. It was
right. It was the one in the Netherlands to orange, wasn't it? Everybody wore orange for the day. And we decided that in the morning. Do you remember? It was the one morning we all got up and were like, what are we going to do today? There's nothing to do. Well, let's make everyone wear orange. And then everybody came in orange to the gig.
Come from a conversation that you and I had on the coach, and we were like, it would be.
Well, I mean, you know, all the best conversations have got to start somewhere, haven't they? Let's be honest.
But I think we were hoping that something would, like, we were filming This Is Us at the time, and I like thinking, oh, I really want to show like how incredible it is that you can sort of say something and your fans will do it. And
Yeah,
so,
no, it was amazing.
and you tweeted out, "What about if everyone wears orange tonight?" And then suddenly we turned up like 14 hours later, and every single person is head to toe in orange.
Imagine the shopping spree that went on. We should have had stocks in orange that day, in orange and oranges.
But then again, maybe everybody in Holland just has orange stuff.
As orange, yeah, that's true. Actually, maybe I've not thought that through.
How's everything?
All good, man. I went and saw Bear today, and we had a little hangout, which was quite nice. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. It's hard with the COVID thing, so I have to make sure that I'm negative before I can go over and see him. So it's having to wait that couple of days before you can test and and whatever. So it's he's only up the street, and it's dead complicated. But it was he's got so big. He's huge.
I'd love to see him. My two are getting bigger too. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's right. You've got 2 now.
Yeah, Ruby's 4 and Gracie's 1. And they're both just amazing. They're just both beautiful.
Yeah, it's the best.
You said something on your Instagram the other day, and suddenly I got like inundated because you mentioned that there was 2 Midnight Memories. You mentioned there was Midnight Memories music videos, and suddenly I just like inundated, like
release the video.
What are you hiding? And I was like, because do you remember what happened with that? Because that was nothing.
Yeah, because you got canned, didn't it? And I actually looked just like this in the video.
You did. That was nothing. We never made that. We couldn't make that video because we were making something else. I couldn't do it.
And that's why there's a second one.
And so literally you guys didn't like this video. And then a week later, they said, can you just do Midnight Memories? You got a week to do it.
No, I prefer the first one.
But then you should have spoken up because we had a week to make that Midnight Memories video. That's why it was all so random. It was like, we just pulled it together so fast, that one, because we weren't ever supposed to be making that. I don't think I saw the first one you made. It was like a rock band thing, right?
I'll show you when you're old enough. What was I going to say? What was I thinking about? I just had weird. Do you ever get like when we talk? Sometimes you get weird flashbacks to like. I can remember filming Story of My Life and us being in that giant venue all day. It's so weird. It's so weird when you catch up with people after a long time. But it's good.
Pressure he's ever put you under?
What's the most pressure you've ever put me under? You know what? Dressing me up and making me do Leroy was the most pressure you've ever put me under. I had a proper paddy that day. I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I can't do it. Can't do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I had a meltdown.
Video. The best song ever music video was unbelievable.
Oh, so good.
Speaking of Jews, that was in a synagogue. Not joking. We shot that.
Rent Jew.
We shot that in a synagogue in Miami.
Yeah, it was like, that lady's house that was
a house. It was the Temple of Miami, and they do weddings and stuff there. And we were looking for a venue. I don't know why we had to shoot it in Miami, and then we built that office space in the temple. And what's really funny is on that dance scene at the end, there's that balcony. That's the balcony where like women will sit in Jewish. Yeah, and like just dancing all over the place. But that was
brilliant.
You were Leroy. What was everybody? Zane, we got
Marcel was Harry.
Marcel was Harry. And then, we couldn't make that video these days, though.
I know. I have to think about that.
Character
I have to think about that.
In a million years.
I know. Jesus Christ. It was the one character was based on
Impossible.
I mean, listen, he was just a famous music.
Yeah, we didn't know. Well, I mean, it was actually based on Tom Cruise's character.
No, we're not allowed to say that.
It wasn't based on Tom Cruise's character. It was based on. So we have to go with the other one. I mean, either way, we don't win.
Yeah, that's a discussion for not live on your Instagram. There was an issue when we finished that video because the Tom Cruise character was from that movie, and we just did it right. We wrote it. Me and Cordo got you dressed up, and then we finished it. And then the movie studio was like,
"Yeah, well, it was nothing. It was actually nothing like that one. In the end. It was really nothing. It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah, you don't own that character." And I was like, "Well, it's not Tom Cruise." And yeah, it was really problematic.
That's hilarious.
Do you want another tidbit about that video? In the background of that office, there are hundreds of trophies. Right, hundreds of and they're like Oscars or BAFTAs, right?
I broke one of them on Harry's head.
Right. Every single one of those was in the shape of an Oscar. And when we sent the video and we finished the video, we got told that you're not allowed to use the shape of an Oscar. Oscars own that. So
problematic.
We had to go back in, and every single trophy is CGI'd into a different shape. So they were all
to Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Everything is the shape of Tom Cruise.
But now they're all like rounded and they don't look like Oscars. That's all CGI. Just those trophies.
Oh wow! Even I didn't know that. I'm learning everything.
I remember,
it's like the world was never. It'll never be the same again. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again now. What are you up to at the moment? What are you working on? How's good old James?
Cordo's all right. We're doing the show from his garage at the moment. This is the Late Late Show office, but we're doing the show from his garage at the moment because the numbers in LA aren't great. We've just had to postpone the Grammy Awards. I'm producing the Grammy.
Oh no, I saw that. Sorry about that, mate.
No, it was one of those things. We just felt like the numbers in LA are so bad right now, and they're probably going to be worse by January 31st, which is when we were going to be doing it. So we decided.
I mean, when you work on two of the biggest TV shows in America, it's just, you have to face these complicated problems. It's just one of those things. What
can you do? So we moved it to, and then planning the Friends reunion. I'm doing the Friends reunion. So we're shooting that.
No way.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I didn't even know that was out. Just those things. Is that all you're up to?
No, I got
really.
You got a couple more. And then
if you can get them buggers back together, can you work on my lot? Next.
And then I'm waiting for
sort my lot out, would you?
I'm only doing the Friends reunion to warm up for your one.
Okay, yeah.
The real friends.
The real friends, yeah. The friends who were really friends before.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're up to. But it's all good. It's just a weird time, isn't it? Sitting
like
this.
So strange.
I'm in our studio now. It's like a, bustling. You've been here a million times. You sat in this office a million times. It's like full of people and fun and whatever. And now it's like empty. And on our way in, I have a stick stuck down my throat 3 times a week to check.
Yeah, no, that's not fun.
It's all so strange. But I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like.
I mean, hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's been crazy over here these last couple of days, and just seeing the numbers of everything that's coming through at the moment. It's worse than when we started, which is crazy.
Vaccine hopefully works.
With the vaccine hopefully working, hopefully we'll get ahead of the game.
Where are you right now? Are you in London?
Yeah, I'm at my house. We just thought we'd pop on because we hadn't been on for a little bit, but it's fantastic to bump into you on here.
Who are you talking to there? Have you got like
Steve, this is Steve, my manager.
Oh, hey, Steve. So I didn't know.
Hello, sir. Hey.
Hey, hello, mate. Nice to see you. How you doing?
Yeah, you too.
Good to see you. Keeping safe and well and all that.
Safe and well. We're neighbours, so we're in a little bubble,
That's
and we spend an hour a day. Otherwise, we both go cuckoo. So it's
honestly, I'm happy just to come to my office. There's nobody here, so I don't
exactly
see anybody. But otherwise, I just can't get any work done, really. So
no, I know.
But I suddenly tuned in and I was like, oh, look, Pano. Rabbi Pano.
Wait till you see the show wait till you see the show. I'll watch it on Saturday and let us know what you think.
I absolutely.
We're trying to save up to be you.
Well, let's not talk about saving up. I mean,
no, we're doing a massive 1D set where we've let all the fans choose what songs we're going to do in the set.
And what have they chosen?
That's a good point, actually.
Hold on,
He's going to find out now. But we had to literally spend 2 days recording 50 songs to get them all done and finished so that we could put the show together. So we did a big ask for this show.
So you've already shot it and you're just broadcasting it on Saturday. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Or is it live?
Yeah. No, we've already shot everything, which was really lucky this time, actually, because of everything going on. And we just didn't know whether we were going to get a chance to do it again, obviously, coming into this new year. So we knuckled down and did it. But because we were doing so many songs, we just got on with it. And it was 2 days, 50 songs. And it was really nice to go back over. And I think the one thing I said about it is, and I think you'll relate to this, but when I was younger, I didn't really, what's he doing here? When I was younger, I didn't really understand the songs as much as I understand them now. Like, they mean so much more to me later on in life than they ever have done before.
Do you mean the lyrics, or you mean the feeling that you get when you hear them?
The feeling, the emotions that come through, the lyric as well for some of them, especially something like Story of My Life. When we were singing Story of My Life before, it was just like, it always meant the moment we were in, whereas it's looking back at that moment now, which is a bit of a different situation, actually. But no, you'll enjoy it, man. It's a good blast from the past.
Yeah, Story of My Life is a tune.
Oh.
And that video, I love that video. I should watch it again some point, because
I need to watch it.
I think that's the best video I ever made, for sure. Just because it was like with your family and like having them all there frozen and having to stand really still while you walked around and sang with them. It was beautiful.
The funniest thing from that video, my old man, bless him, like he loved it, and he loved doing the music video and getting dressed up and whatever was great. But he halfway through, they asked him to stand really still, and he needed to cough really badly, and he was stood in the shot, and obviously he's got to stand still. So he's trying his hardest, bless him, not to cough at the time this video is on, and his eyes are watering and whatever. It was so funny, so funny. But it was great to rebuild them sets and see your old house, and it was nuts. These are the songs we're doing here from the 1D set. Let's have a look. We've got 18, Fireproof, Through the Dark, Stockholm Syndrome, Girl Almighty, Strong, You and I, and Night Changes, which is our first half of our show for 1D section.
I love it. You and I, I'm less of a fan of. Everything else I love.
What?
You and I don't know. Just
not when Zayn used to do the big high note, no?
Oh, yeah, no, Zayn. Yeah, okay, all right. All right, fair enough.
That used to turn you on a little bit. Come on.
Yeah, of course it does. You know, I love One Direction songs. I still have them on in my car all the time. I'm still the biggest. Least favorite One Direction song of all time.
This is going to hurt.
No, I'm asking you. I've got my.
My least favorite One Direction song.
I've got one, and I mean love to all the writers and you guys who wrote it and everything. I don't mean any disrespect. I mean, let's be honest. You did do 5 albums in 5 years.
There's going to be something that we don't like, isn't there?
What did you least like singing when you were on stage? I get to the heart of the matter, guys. Stick with me.
Singing on stage. For singing on stage, there was one song that we made. I love the boys. I'm sorry, but there was one song that we made with McFly called "I Would."
Oh yeah.
My fiance would hate me because it's her favorite. It's her favorite one, but I hated it. It was the worst. To like, I want, because they're. Oh, it's I want, not I would.
I want.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that.
Do you know what my least favorite One Direction song of all time is?
Oh, here we go.
Got to Be You.
Oh, Got to Be You. Yeah, no, Got to Be You. Got to Be You. Was it our second or third single?
It didn't work. All of the video annoyed me. It was like all of you dressed up to like walking through forests and standing on lakes, and it felt
hey, that's what I do. I'm a rabbi.
And then it was like, you've got to be you. And also it reminded me of a time like I was, I mean, well, that was another story. But do you remember the first documentary we ever made for ITV2?
Yes.
And we made it, and then there was
a hoo-ha. Yeah, I know what you're on about.
At the end of it, and we had to change some bits and bobs and whatever, and that song reminds me of that time.
Yeah. And you were stressing, going, oh my god, what are we gonna do?
We hadn't finished it in time, and we needed to finish it, and Got to Be You was out at the time, and
but you know what was the best thing to come out of Got to Be You?
What's that?
Do you remember Shadow Pico?
No.
You must have seen Shadow Pico.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, they did this thing where they do movie titles that you like read. It's like movie things that they make a film. They're like, in a world where so and so and so and so, and then it's like a shot of me and Harry, and then like they like do bad lip read, so it looks like we're lip reading. And on the It's Got to Be You looks like Shadow Pico.
Okay, I vaguely know what you're talking about.
You have to watch it. It's the best thing that came out of Got to Be You for sure.
What? But what's it got to do with Got to Be You?
Because it was from the Got to Be You video, so they took shots and then made a bad lip read of it.
Oh, and they put it over the video.
Yeah.
Well, you see, but that says how bad that was, because if the best...
Oh, Joe Jonas is watching us. I wish we could do a 3-way.
If the best... Most people wish they could do a 3-way with Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas and I made a show together for
he
this
just
year.
put Ben Winston.
Well, we made a show
He's put
together.
Ben Winston and the Rabbi. That's the name of our podcast.
I did a show with Joe this year called Cup of Joe, and it was
I love it.
It was a good show. It was a travel show with Joe we made this year, and it was for the channel Quibi, which is no longer exists.
Is that no longer happening?
No, they cut it.
I did something for Quibi. I gave some money to charity for Quibi.
Joe and I, it was so big, our show, that they just thought, well, we've peaked. We've done the Ben Winston, Joe Jonas project.
What can you do?
Where do we go?
They called me up. They said, Liam, can you help us give some money to someone for charity? I said, yeah, I'm in. Would you look? You what?
asking you for money for charity. Anyway,
No, we did this show where it was called not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It was called Everyone's a Millionaire, something like that.
Oh, yes, where you give away. Nick Jonas, funnily, did it, and you have to give away. They give you 500 grand, and it's like you gift it to somebody, and then they gift
it, and it creates
Oh, it was a really good show.
We did it.
You were on it.
I've done one. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Someone got some money. I don't know that much.
You give. Okay, so the idea, so everyone watching is you get £1 million. Is it? No, it's not 1 million. It's 100 grand.
Yeah, there's 10 celebrities, and 10 makes $1 million.
You get 100 grand, and you have to give that 100 grand to somebody you think is deserving. They take 50, and then they give 50 to somebody else. Then they take the 50, and they have to give 25. So it's like a chain of giving. Who did you give your 50 grand to, and why didn't you call me?
We gave it to a charity that we've been working with over here in the UK called Trussell Trust, and there was a fantastic lady there who had basically set up one of the centres that I went to help give out food whilst COVID was going on at the start. And she was amazing. There were so many great stories, and she did this band practice on a Wednesday, and they'd asked to go and work on the I can't remember what the story was that she told me now. It was an amazing story, but it was like I looked at her, and she was in her 80s, and I am lazy a lot of the time. And for me, it was like, if you can get that much into your day, including grandchildren, whatever else you got to do, I just sat there listening to all this amazing thing and how much she takes in life and whatever else. And it was really, really lovely.
That's lovely. I mean, I think it's I mean, I think I would have been a better choice to give the 100 grand to work I did for the band for all those years.
Yeah.
All the adjudicating I needed to do and love and care.
Was that adjudicating or judicating?
Jews or Jews. It's why we started. But all right. So we talk least favorite. What's your favorite 1D song? Come on.
Favorite 1D song. Once in a Lifetime.
Deep cut.
We never performed it, but I just think it just makes me think of a beach and peace straight away.
Okay. Fair enough. I have two. Number one is Don't Forget Where You Belong.
I
love that. And the second one I'm forgetting the name of, which is terrible of me, and I apologize, but it's the one that at the last gig you ever did was in Sheffield. And
was it where my dad was in the front of the...
Yes, and I flew from Los Angeles to Sheffield for that one night. I literally flew in and flew out because I wanted to be for your last gig. And it was a really beautiful night, and I was so happy I was there. But there was one song that I started a conga. I grabbed your dad and I started a conga around the stage.
Yeah.
I made you sing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, 4 times.
We did it. What was the song?
Was it When I'm Fat and Old?
No. It wasn't History. What was it? There was. It was like one of those where we just wanted you to keep going, and we were like, again.
Yeah, do you know what I'm thinking of? Every time the song would finish and you just anybody went na 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 na, and everyone was joining in. Yeah, when I'm fat and old and my kids think I'm a joke. Act My Age.
What was this song called?
Act My Age.
Oh,
I love the way you're telling me what aren't 1D songs. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, was it? It was Act My Age.
I think it was, because anytime the song stopped and then Niall would just go na 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 na, and the whole audience would go. It was amazing.
Oh, it was a mega, and we just got it going, and we were like, I was like, how many times? It was much more than 4. We made you do it.
Yeah, there was a lot more, and I just remember looking down to my right and seeing my dad at the front of this conga line going past us on the thing, and I just thought this there'll never be another moment like this in life ever again.
Well, so it was like it was a really gorgeous moment because everybody who had been with you for all those years, like people in management, security, like friends and family, your parents, all of us, it was like
the final big party.
We didn't want it to end, and also like loads of your fans joined it, and it was just like, this is bonkers. Like, when is this going to happen?
Yeah, when's it ever going to happen again? Yeah.
It was really beautiful. I really remember that. It's one of my real memories. Granted, I'm saying it was one of my real memories, and I can't actually remember the song. But that's I remember the essence of the moment.
Yeah, the moment. No, I love it.
Well, it's so beautiful to see you, Liam. You're looking
you
well.
Too.
Apart from the rabbinic qualities of your facial hair.
You love this. You love everything about this.
I do. Love it. I love you mainly. That's it.
Oh,
That's
mate.
the main thing I love. And
I love you too, mate. Well, thank you for coming on and having a chat. I appreciate it.
oh, mate, it's been beautiful. It means
What
I
a
haven't
great moment.
work and do all these emails or watch this depressing news to my right on my TV. Most of the time, it's just depressing.
Oh, yeah, true story.
But good luck. I'm excited to watch on Saturday. I can't wait to watch your show.
Thank you, mate. Enjoy it. You will. It's a blast from the past. It's a blast from the past.
All right.
All right,
I love
fella.
you. Stay in
See you
touch.
soon.
I hope soon.
Will do. Lots of love, mate.
Loads of
Bye.
love. How do I leave this?
I'm going to help you. I'm
Oh.
going to help you out. Oh, give my love to your missus as well.
I
And
will
your
do.
kids.
I will do.
See you soon, mate.
Bye, mate.
Oh, how about that? I mean, that's just like the biggest like 1D section we've ever had in anything.
That was good.
I'm a bit worried there's not enough 1D sections in the show now, considering we just had that big overload of 1D. Yeah, so I was just telling Mr. Ben Winston, I always call him Mr. Ben Winston because he just is, about the show. But come and have a watch. It's on Saturday. Is it on Saturday? It's on Saturday. It's on the 9th. If you can't get tickets or find where to get tickets, it's in my bio, liampayne.veeps.com.
Got some winners from me.
Oh, we got winners from the giving the ticket. Oh, good point. Jeez, we got so bogged down in our. Have you got all three of them?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Who's won a ticket?
I've given 6.
You've given 6. Look at that. I can't leave you alone for 2 minutes, and there's 6 tickets just gone out the window. Let's have a look here. Amazing. Okay, we got at ADY238HLNLZ. You have won yourself a t-shirt and a ticket.
Yeah.
At Pigeon of Tomo, like where you're going with that. You have won yourself a ticket.
And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt. And a t-shirt too. At Chili Liam Payne, you have won yourself a t-shirt and a ticket. I like a t-shirt and a ticket. It sounds like for my own game show or something. At UKUU, these were the extras. We got even more too. You have won yourself a ticket and a t-shirt. At Anna P. Quinn, you have won a ticket and a t-shirt. And oh, this one's complicated. At Holly 9980796, you've won yourself a ticket and a t-shirt.
I'm going to do 5 more at midnight.
He's going to do 5 more at midnight, and we'll put them out on tomorrow. He's just giving it all away.
Midnight, the last.
As close to midnight as possible. Whoever's last on there with the hashtag I want a ticket. Guys, I can't wait to see you at the show. Thank you to all of my special guests who've been on tonight too. Lots of love, everybody. Stay safe. Win yourself a ticket and a t-shirt.